extended platform lah to practice their prepared speech and also make significant progress in their education journey. So basically, they can utilize this session to finish the speech or project faster lah. Yeah, and also additionally, because every year, right, we will have a club contest, which I think right now our club contest date it's not fixed yet, but it should be in the region of in the time frame of October or November. So in order to be eligible to participate for the club contest, right, the members will need to complete at least level 2 in their pathways. So with that in mind, that's why basically right now we are hosting this speech marathon for this month. Yeah, so because we want to encourage more members to participate in the club contest later on. Okay, so tonight we will have total of five prepared speech speakers, and I think right now let us just get start promptly so that we can ensure we can finish on time for tonight's meeting lah. And also, by the way, I am also the timer for this evening. And so for the benefits of all the prepared speech participants, right, I will raise the green card when your when your speech reach at 5 minutes, and yellow card at 6 minutes, and red card at 7 minutes. So after the red card, right, you will have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. Okay, and for all the evaluators, I will show the green card at 2 minutes, yellow card at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and red card at 3 minutes. Okay, so is that clear for everyone? Okay, okay, good. Okay. So
do we pin the timer ourselves?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can pin the timer. Yes. So to begin, so I will invite our first evaluator, Anisha, to read out the project purpose of these of Mei Hong's project. Anisha, over to you.
Thank you, Pepe. The purpose of this project is to learn and review basic methods for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. So the speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Shall I read the start already?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I start my own. Leong Mei Hong, every child has a voice. Every child has a voice. Leong Mei Hong.
Thank you, Anisha. Just want to test if everyone can listen to my voice clear. Thank you very much. All right, just let me start with this question. Does a children need to talk to communicate? Let me tell you all the truth. Communication, every child communicates. Some using words, some using their eyes, some uses a pointer finger, but every child communicates. This is what I say by communication. It doesn't mean that you need to open your mouth to talk to communicate. You can use gesture, eyes, or even just a body movement. This is also communication. Everything, their behavior, everything, it brings meaning. This is what we say communication. So today I would like to share with you all why one of the things is why communication matters with children. Especially for me, I work with special needs children. Some of them, they might not speak or they cannot complete a full sentences. But by using their behaviors or their facial expression, it brings meaning to us. So today I would like to share with you all 4 principles that how you can approach with how to communicate with special needs children. So the first practical approach that you can use to communicate with the children is behavior. Behavior is a communication, like what I said just now. So when a child puts the toys away, they might be saying, I don't like this toy. When a child sits silent, it doesn't mean that they say out anything. It can mean that they are tired, they want a rest. So not only that, for example, if the children is just throwing tantrum, their behavior is like throwing tantrum, maybe they just want something. So through this behavior, actually we can see that they are communicating with us. The meaning behind everything that they are sharing, they are seeing. So if we observe, we pay attention, we can see that what they are sharing about. So instead of asking, why are you behave like this? Maybe we can ask ourselves what they are trying to tell us. So the first is their behavior. Every behavior is communication. Next practical approach will be listen beyond words. So they might not be taught. So many the special needs children, they are non-verbal. So how you communicate with them? Well, through their facial expression. It's easy. When they are small, means they are happy. If they are sad, maybe you will see they are crying or they are screaming. So through facial expression, we also can see how what they want to communicate with us. Next is body movement. So if they don't want something, maybe they will just wave their hand, means that they don't want. Or if they like something, maybe they will knock their head like this to say that they want something. Another thing is also like if they point to something, doesn't mean that they need to talk, they just point to something. It means that maybe they want that certain things. So even the crying or the laughing is also a part of the things that we can listen and see how what they want to communicate with us. So the third things that you can do to how you can communicate well with the children is patience. We need to give times to them. Sometimes when you ask some questions to the children, they are not answering, not because they don't have any answer. It might be because they are still processing. Their brain is a bit slow. It takes time to process. So if you give them a bit time when you ask some questions, then they might give you some response. So next time when you talk to them, you give them some space. So with the space, they have more time to process and answer your questions. It's not that they don't want to answer, but if you keep asking questions or rushing, they might just keep quiet and not responding to you at all. All right. So for the last practical approach that I want to share with you all, number 4 is the tools that can support the communication. Since most of the special needs children, they are non-verbal, there are some tools that can help the children to make us understand what they want to express. Some is it like a card where there is a card with a yes and a no. So they can point to it, yes, I want this, no, I don't want this. Or some, they have a visual board where you have some green, some colors, something that they frequently use like toys or food or milk, or they can point to what they want using the board. So they can communicate with us using that board instead of just crying or screaming, where sometimes it's very hard for us to guess what they want. All right. Next. Not only this tool is very helpful for them, this tool also can help to reduce the behaviors in the children. For example, if the children keep pointing to something, but you cannot guess what is it, you keep asking, do you want milk or you want to eat? They say no, no, no. They will get frustrated. But with this kind of tools to help them to communicate, then we can understand them better if we have all these tools to help. It's the 4 simple practical tools that you can use when you communicate not only with special needs children, and say with all children also. So communication is very important. It's not about teaching the children to speak like us. It's about learn to understand their language. So in communication, if we listen, pay attention to what they are doing, we can show how easy is it for them to express themselves so that they will not have any behavioral issue. Communication will become more smoother between us. So that's all for me for today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mei Hong. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I totally agree with you because yeah, as you're aware, I also have 2 kids at home, and every now and then I always try to guess what they are trying to tell me at times. Yeah. Thank you for your speech. Okay. And right now we will get the second evaluator, Bradnor. Bradnor, need your help to read out Hui Yin's project purpose. Bradnor, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, TAE. So Hui will be attempting a speech, which is called writing a speech with purpose, and the title is "Are you a poison or a healing potion?" Are you a poison or a healing potion? The speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of there is a statement for this speech to remind audience to be an uplifting person to people around them and not to be someone who likes criticizing, complaining, fault finding, nor having a negative judgment attitude. So, Huyin, are you a poison or a healing poison? Are you a poison or a healing potion? Huyin, time is yours.
Hi, friends. I have a question for you tonight. The question is, are you a poison or a healing potion? In the magical world, people who drink poison will get sick or eventually die. On the other hand, people who drink healing potion can speed up their recovery very fast. Taking this as a metaphor, I want to ask you, what kind of people are you? Are you someone who likes to spread negativity around? Or are you someone who likes to encourage and uplift people whenever they feel sad or struggling? Let me share with you 2 stories. The first story is about a boy called Spencer. He likes to complain a lot. He just couldn't see good in anything, as if his eyes are covered by distorted lens. He keeps on angrily criticizing and negatively judging every single person and thing around him. He is always in the bad mood, and his family and friends couldn't bear with him anymore. At last, they left him because they realize that their world, their life are much better without the toxic spreading around from Spencer. In the second story, there is a lady called Luna. She likes to encourage and uplift people whenever she notices that they are in trouble. Not only she lends a helping hand, she also gives a lot of heartwarming and kind message to the others. Her family and friends enjoy spending time with her. She has become their go-to, as she can always lend a listening ear. Luna just focuses on spreading happiness, kindness, and positivities to the others. And what she gets is a lot of deep and strong connection with the others. My dear friends, what did you learn from these two stories? Two different people are writing their contrasting story in their way. Don't you see that it's better to light a candle than to curse in the darkness? Do you? Be the change you want to see in this world. Show your kindness. Show your positivity. Be the people who encourage the others, creating moments that helps others to become a better version of themselves. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. If you want to lift yourself up, lift someone else up. Who knows? The power of a touch, smile, kind words, listening ear, simple acts of caring could just turn someone else's life around. My dear friends, are you a poison or a healing potion? The choice is in your hand. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Hui Yin. Okay, just in time for the green color. Okay, thanks for the story. Yeah, and I hope everyone in this room can be a healing portion to everyone. Yeah, thank you for the story. And okay, right now there will be a slight changes on the agenda. We'll let Anisha to basically evaluate Mei Hong first, as she needs to leave after this. So after Anisha's evaluation, then only we will come back to the third speaker, who is Irene. Okay. So maybe Anisha, I'll pass over the floor to you. You're okay? You ready for the evaluation?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay. Um, okay, the floor is yours, Anisha.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Mei Hong. Well, I like your speech today. Every child has a voice. The structure, the content you tell us today is very easy to understand. Even though I don't have a children, I also enjoy your speech. Through the words and through the arms or through the finger, you can through this behavior to understand what is the child trying to tell you. And then it means that no need to open their mouth, but every behavior, everything that is also a communication. Why they do this, why they do that, and then why every child, especially the special needs child, they also have the voice to tell us what they are actually thinking, what they are actually angry, or why they are trying to get attention actually. So I really enjoy your speech. It's easy to understand. So I like the three things that from your speech. You have a very clear and clarity, voices, and spoken language is clear. The tonality is nice and easy to understand, although you are sharing the topic with child. Then I also can easy to recall and think about, oh, actually my friend's child is also like that. And then your content quality is very good. Secondly is the content. I really appreciate that you share for a constructive point on how to communicate with the children. There's 4 points I learned from you. It's listen beyond words. 2 is body movement. 3 is the need to be patient to the children. And then 4, we can try to use the tools like card or visual, yes or no, to try to let the children actually trying to point to what they are actually mean to. So the third one is audience awareness. You begin from asking us through the question and pausing to let us reflect that, hey, yeah, the immediately engage with the audience with your topic. So the topic itself is very important today, especially for the children's special needs, and you deliver in a way that relevant to all of us. So if I need to encourage you, maybe have a 2 area you may need to improve thinking about this. First is the expression, because when you tell me about the children's when they're angry or when they are annoyed, so you can use the expression to show us what's actually the children's is doing, and also the gesture. They are like throwing things, or they are actually, you can play a role. So overall, I liked you have a very clear clarity tones and voices and clear content. And third is the audience awareness, and maybe you need to improve, consider expression and gesture for the room of improvement. So I really enjoy your speech. Thank you, and all the best for the next speech. Thank you. Back to you, Pepe.
Thank you, Anisha.
Thank you, Anisha, for your constructive feedback. Okay, and yeah, thanks for being the evaluator for tonight. Despite I know you have you need to leave for your upcoming meeting, right? Thank you so much for the night. Okay, so now to continue, we'll come back to the prepared speech, and I would like to invite Evan to read out the project purpose of Erin's speech. Okay, so Evan, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Madam TOE. For every this purpose statement is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance her speech. And her topic today is under traditional management. Under traditional management, over to you.
Can I start now? I start now? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Good good evening, everybody. Tonight, I am stressed. Frankly, I think everybody here is stressed. Am I right? There's always something you have to submit by tomorrow, something to write by next week, a meeting coming up soon, who knows? And maybe some very evil boss to entertain. As someone who has been to Chinese school in Malaysia for 6 years straight, stress has been my best friend since I stepped into the school. First day in January. My school was small, but the standards were as high as mountains. Every night, I would have about 10 pages of homework, and it was all due the next day. So I had, with the stress coming from Chinese school, I would have tuitions to attend to, extracurriculars, and many other things that I would have to look out for as like a 10-year-old or something. So when I am about to start my homework, finally, after all this, I can look at this thing and focus. I look up at the clock. Oh, it's 11:30. 11:30 is not a normal time for a young child to sleep at. So I would call my mom, Mommy, please, Mommy, I want someone to help me with my homework and I'm too scared to do homework alone at night. What if the ghost comes and gets me? My mom would just say, yeah, okay, Erin, fine, I'll go do it. And then she'll sit next to me and I will do my homework like this. Oh, I don't know how to do, I don't know how to do. And then I'll wake up at 5:30 the next day after finishing my homework at about 12 a.m. I will wake up and see my friends at school. And I would all see all of them also having the same expression. They were all just tired, like they haven't slept a wink as well. If you didn't know I was 10 years old, you would think I was in an engineering course in university. So I asked my friends, why do you look so tired? What happened last night? Then they will answer to me, oh, just homework. I bet you did it too. And I will say, yeah, what time did you sleep? And then they said, about like 1. I say, me too. I slept at 1 too. This silly thing would be shared around the whole class because our teacher, I thought, was pure evil for giving us homework at such an abundance of homework at such a young age. So this kind of, hey, what time did you sleep last night? How long did you do your homework for? Did you like get enough rest? This kind of conversations were very common for like 3 years up until I graduated from primary school. And then when it came to secondary school, I would have more freedom because there were lesser homework because I didn't go to Chinese school anymore. I couldn't cope. And then I would text my friends about actually anything because I needed companionship in my life. I wanted to talk to other people to see how they were doing, to check up on other people. A simple message like, hi, how are you doing today? How do you feel today? Have you done your homework? Can I copy it? Was also very common. Sometimes even like a silly video can make me very happy because sometimes I really need to put away my tasks and just see whether my friends texted me or I just text my friends, I'm very stressed. Can you please talk to me? I don't want to look at my homework anymore. Uh, so I would say that the traditional remedy is always communication, communicating with your friends to exert your emotions, to ask how they are feeling. It's a common human practice. We've been doing it since ancient times. We will sometimes scribble scratches on the wall. Sometimes we will use loud noises, gong gong gong. Hello, please wake up. The tiger's coming. And sometimes we would create a language. We have so many languages in the world because so many people want to talk to each other. Even now, I'm using English to communicate with everybody. It's a medium where everybody can understand and they will take in this information and process it. After processing it, they can give this to anybody they want. Okay, maybe not so freely. Just they can transfer information to everybody and maybe it can help somebody. So I think communication is very important to us as humans. So maybe tonight or maybe after this meeting, you can text your friends or your family. Hey, how are you doing today? How was work? How was school? A simple message could maybe brighten their day, make it even better. Sometimes a conversation could start and maybe your bonds will become stronger. That's all from me today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Erin, for sharing. I think your story reminds me of my primary and secondary school life as well. And yeah, I do agree with you. Communication is very important, and that's why we are here to utilize this platform for us to like practice more. Yeah, thank you for your speech. And right now, I would like to invite Risan to read the project purpose of Wendy's speech. So, Risan, over to you.
Today, Toastmaster Wendy going to attempt her evaluation and feedback first speech in her pathway presentation mastery. This speech is about 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. The purpose of this speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. Life lesson from a cat. Wendy Tan. Wendy Tan. Life lesson from a cat.
Do I speak? Okay. Good evening, everyone. 3.5 years ago, a small black and white creature came in front of my home. Turns out it was a 2-month-old kitten, and from that day onwards, that kitten became my pet. It's now a cat. For the past 3.5 years, I've learned many things from my cat. I learned how to live my life from my cat. Before I meet my cat, I used to be someone who is very afraid, very scared to explore the world, try new things. I would want to do, but I'm always just thinking about it, but never do it. Until one day, my cat came and I spent lots of time with my cat. The first thing I learned from my cat, and the most important thing, is to be brave. There was one occasion where my cat and I were playing outside, and my neighbor decided to walk their dog past my home at that very time. I normally don't go out of my house, so I didn't know my neighbor has a really big dog, and I was afraid of that giant dog. I don't know what breed it is or how long my neighbor has that dog. I did hear barking before, but I didn't know there was a very big dog living near me. And my cat, sensing that I feel afraid, suddenly decided to charge at my neighbor's dog to shoo it away. My neighbor's dog quickly left in confusion and wondering what it did wrong. My neighbors never blamed me for that, but they just let it be like just a normal everyday thing. And when I witnessed my cat doing that, my cat is really, really small. They're as small as it's like with my 2 hands, I can hold it. They're just very tiny. And my neighbor's dog was really, really large. I think if they stand on their 2 legs, it's almost as tall as a human. And my cat wasn't afraid of such a large dog. It doesn't care that it's bigger, stronger, maybe scarier, and it just dared to do what it thinks it needs to do at that time. And wow, my cat was really brave. Then the second thing I learned from my cat is to keep persevering after multiple failures. Because my cat, have you ever heard of the cat naturally landing on 4 feet. But in reality, the more time I spend with my cat, I found that it's not something that just comes the first time they fall down from a high height. It was learned over time. Sometimes my cat wrongly estimate how high it needs to jump, or it wrongly estimate the distance it needs to be away from the table so it doesn't fall off. And even though there were multiple times where when she fell, she just landed straight on her body, she just get up and tried again anyway. My cat wasn't embarrassed, it wasn't afraid of jumping again, but she just kept trying and trying. And 3.5 years later, she is a wonderful jumper. She can jump really, really high and with great precision. So my cat taught me two things which I find is very important in life, which is to be brave and to keep persevering even after failing things that I want to do. And it made me decide to try new things and explore the world more. So I became from someone who always hides in my house, never really going out, always being afraid, to someone who tries new things, goes here and there, explore things. And now I even joined Toastmasters, which is something I was very sure I will never do in my entire life, all thanks to my cat. And yeah, that is all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Wendy, for sharing your story. I know you are a cat lover, but I now that I understand better why you love cats so much, because of your cat you joined Toastmaster. That's very great. Yeah. And yeah, thank you for sharing your story. Okay. Last but not least, we will invite Mei Hong to read out the project purpose of the last speaker, Xiaozhen's speech. Okay, Mei Hong, over to you.
Thank you, Pepe. The purpose of this speech is for the member to clearly define how Toastmaster envisions mentoring. The purpose of this speech is for the member to share some aspect of a previous experience as a protege. The speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. My protege journey, Delton, my protege journey. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Mei Hong. Good evening, everyone. Protege. This is not a word that I am familiar with, and I'm not sure that even I can pronounce this word correctly. I was more familiar with the mentor-mentee program in workspace. My mentor in my workplace is always my superior or my reporting manager. I view them as a role model who could provide me advice, guidance, and lead me through a direction that could help me to achieve my career goals. When I just joined Toastmasters, I was being told that I will be assigned a mentor. I do not have any mentor outside of work, so I was really excited and looking forward to the mentorship in Toastmasters. We all started our Toastmasters with choosing a pathway. I was in dilemma if I wanted to choose presentation mastery to practice and improve my presentation skills, or go for the persuasive influence path, which I felt is will be more challenging to me. This is the time when my mentor stepped in to be the push factor. Alicia is my mentor in Toastmasters. She encouraged me to choose the challenging pathway. I'm glad that she did that, and I have stepped out of my comfort zone to a journey of growth. I once talked to Alicia that I'm not a leader. I'm afraid of leadership. And she said she was the same before, but she has glued by reflecting her own journey and learning leadership along the way. She demonstrated all her growth in her speech and performance. I was inspired with her experience and passions in Toastmasters. And I believe that I also could grow to be the same. This is a true purpose of being a protege in Toastmasters, to learn from a mentor's experience, to gain confidence, and to discover my own potential. It is more than just getting advice. It is more than just getting advice. It's a dynamic partnership, a journey of growth where one person guides another. Our Venus Toastmasters Club, we are an online club and we don't meet each other often in person, especially for Alicia who based in Singapore. However, she is one of the most committed member who actively participated in many of our physical sections. I truly cherish every moments and memories when we could meet with each other. Even we are not meeting with each other that often, but in today's world, we have the power of virtual mentoring. We can always text or call each other to provide support, proving that geographical distance is no barrier to have a meaningful connection. Lastly, Toastmasters envision mentorship as a supportive relationship where one member helps another to learn, to grow and achieve their goals. The purpose is not only provide all the answers. It's like Alicia, she's not like telling me, oh, you can um you can be a leader, but she demonstrate how to do it. So is she guide me, encourage me, and inspire me. Being a protege in Toastmaster is a truly transformative experience. It's a chance for me to accept guidance, to grow, and most importantly, to build a long lasting relationship with someone who has your best interest in your heart. The benefits are two-way. My mentor, Alicia, did not just walk in front of me to lead. She did not. She walked beside me and encouraged me to trust the process that we are growing together. Because, uh, and I am looking forward to more mentoring experience in Toastmaster journey. That's all from me today. Thank you, everyone. Over to you, TOE.
Thank you, Sultan, for sharing your protege story. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, I'm glad that Alicia really in a way help you to transform to who you are today. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the sharing. And I think right now we will have a break. Maybe we'll have a break of 4 minutes if that is okay. Is it okay, everyone, to come back at 8:50? Then we will start the evaluation session. Okay? Okay, good. Okay, so everyone can have your bio break. Whoever doesn't want to go toilet can just stay here. Okay, so I will see you guys shortly. Okay.
Hi everyone.
Hey. Hi.
Hi. I'm not on my video. I'm still stuck on Federal Highway right now. For those who are in
Hi,
KL.
Crystal. Hi,
Yeah.
Crystal.
So sorry, today cannot join because my first day of work.
So
My new job, by the way. So yeah. So it takes 1 hour for me to go home. So I'm still on Federal Highway.
what's your first day of job?
I don't know what I'm doing leh.
What you do today in the morning?
I fuck out tao. Stay at the 4 room, stay at the four walls. But what am I supposed to do? Ponder upon my life decision why I joined new company. About that lah.
Not because you want more flexible time.
Partially yes lah.
Where is your new office?
Super far away, Germany.
Oh, very far. Super far.
That's very near to me.
New to who
Is
Wendy?
far. You remind me of Roga. So far.
So it's like 50 kilometers to go, 50 kilometers to come back.
Drive safely.
So I could only heard Wendy's. First time I hear your cat can inspire you to join Toastmasters. Wow, this one next level eh.
I only have interaction mainly with my cat apart from my family during the pandemic time. Yeah.
Because I joined halfway right, I'm like, huh? Cat can join, can inspire you to join Toastmasters. Very interesting.
I wouldn't say directly lah, but more like I joined other things first before I end up joining Toastmasters. Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting. Risan, you in Penang or which part of the world are you in now?
Penang. Only November traveling.
Okay. We still waiting for your open house day leh. Yeah,
My
Ma,
open
your
house
housewarming,
when you all travel to Penang again.
housewarming open day, man.
Open long time ago lah, but now my living room full of furniture, so haven't clear the things yet. So maybe next year lah, when you all come to Penang lah.
Next year lah. AC is next year Penang lah.
Come on, don't even AC what. Y'all can organize a trip what.
That one different lah. This year, you say this year AC, you say your house no furniture ah.
But now full of board.
Okay.
So that's another issue.
Hello, everyone. It's 8:51 now. Is everyone back?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Sure. Okay. So we will continue with the evaluation session. So basically Anisha already evaluate Mei Hong. I think right now we will continue with Redna. to evaluate Hui Yin. Okay, so
Okay.
I'll pass the floor to Ratna. Over to you.
Okay. You pay. Okay. Would like to pin the timer first so that I can see. Oh, I already pin anyway.
Yeah, Pepe is spotlighted, so you no need to pin.
Okay.
since
Thank you very much.
spotlighted.
Hi, Huyen. Congratulations. I have witnessed your journey in Toastmasters, and I think you have really made great progress. Are you a poison or a healing potion? I like that title. It was very interesting. It made me wanted to know what it is all about. The second one, I think you have reached the objective of your speech, which was to inspire us to be positive, kind, and helpful. If I may suggest on the things that you could work on, I would like you to work on your fluency. I'm very sure if you made a better preparation, practice, read your script a few times before you delivered your speech, that would make our fluency better. The second one, I would like to suggest that you put more intonation, more vocal variety on your speech so that it didn't sound very monotonous. You smiled a lot already, which is fantastic, and you speak very clearly as well. And the last one, which I think was very important, that can help the content of your speech reach the audience, which was the stories. You shared two stories, two different stories. And I was waiting. What happened to these two different people? One was negative, one was quite positive. What happened to those people? Did something happen? Something bad happened to the first one, Spencer, who was not very nice? So I would suggest that if you could tell more about these two people, then the impact will be better to this audience. Then hopefully the objective of your speech will be more impactful to the audience. However, I really liked it and you made such great progress and I'm very proud of you, Huyen. Thank you very much. Back to you, TOE.
Thank you, Ratna, for your constructive feedback. And Huyin, let's ganbate for your next speech. Okay, so next I will invite Evan to basically give an evaluation for Erin's speech. Yeah, so Evan, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Madam TOE. Hi, Erin. Congratulations for completing another speech of yours. For your speech, I like it because it has great storytelling. You have include and successfully include some of the humor in your speech. Very vivid dialogues because the content is very imaginable because you have given many examples of what is your life journey during the 6 years of primary school, especially coming from the same background as yours. I can definitely understand the workload and also the homework that we need to complete every day to practice the stress level, the stress management, and also the timeline, the time management. You smile throughout the speech, and I think there are several points that can make use that you can leverage on to make your speech even better. So first of all, is your eye contact. I would suggest you to include more consistent eye contact into the pinhole and reduce some of the unintentional and distracting movements. For example, you have the habit of looking up and left and right when you are thinking what is the next speech, what is the next line. Perhaps it would be better if you can practice more of the speech and have some great points so you can remember better what we're gonna say next. And also for the time management, you have completed your speech around 5 minutes when the green light is on. Then you can make use of the 2 minutes that you have left. So you will have a better story twist from being very stressful in the past 6 years, being in primary school, and how you realize simple conversations during your early of the secondary school can make you feel better or make you feel more relatable with your friends or the people around you. And for the body gesture, in order to fulfill the speech objective, your body gesture is up until the chest level. So you are making use a lot of hands, just this kind of hand gestures. I would suggest you to have it a little bit back to your laptop so you have more space over here and to create even better body gesture. You can have up until your upper body instead of limiting to the neck or even the chest level. Or even if in the future, when you have gathered more courage, you can try standing up to deliver your speech. Also, for your body gesture, you can input different types. For example, stressful, you can emphasize even more stressful body gesture in like this, or having even more exaggerate body gestures to fulfill the speech objective even better. So all in all, your speech is very great. Also, I would like to suggest you to have a more inspirational closing. You were a bit nervous, I would say, when you see the green light flashing on. So in the future, you can try to be calm and include a more inspirational closing to round up and conclude your speech in a better way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Evan. Yeah. So, okay. And next, we will have Risan to evaluate Wendy's speech. And I shall pass the floor to Risan. Risan, over to you.
Everyone should have a pet. According to research from social indicator research, pets will increase our life satisfactions. This is what I observed from Wendy's speech tonight, that she owned a cat that bring her a great lesson of life. I like two things on Wendy's speech. First, Wendy was a good describer for her story. She used a lot of great words like the black and white creatures, wonderful jumper, and the size of the dog standing is as high as human. All these description make me as an audience can imagine well what she tried to describe. So she is a good describer. And second thing I like on Wendy was she shared the topic of pet, which is life related. And most of us as audience here, I believe we also interactive with animal before. As like me, myself, I have two pets. So throughout the story, I can resonate Wendy's emotion to my personal experience. This is the two things I liked about Wendy's speech tonight. And I would like to suggest Wendy, if upcoming for your next speech, there's three things you can try out. First is on the ending. I realized that you have a great opening with about two of the lessons that you have learned from your cats, but you miss out your ending. There's no conclusion and or not a call-up action as like everyone, you should get yourself a pet that can create such a wonderful moment in your life. Something like this that can help you to do the ending at the end of your speech since you still have 1.5 minutes in your speech. Second, I would like to challenge on Wendy to change the sequence. Instead of directly told us she learned to be brave, then tell the story. Why not you just try to deliver the story first before you tell us what you have learned throughout the story? So maybe you can adjust the sequence a bit and see if it's creating another spark in your storytelling. And the third thing I would like to challenge Wendy is on the try out to insert more drama in your speech delivery throughout the story. I realize that your emotion, maybe you share a bit joy with a smile, but I would like to you to try out like 3.5 years ago, where upon I'm walking at the backyard, suddenly I heard a scary scream. All this storytelling technique with insert a little bit drama and emotion throughout the story you're telling can create some more interaction that hook the audience attentions. So in conclusion, well done that you have done a good description for your story, and also you sharing a topic that life related. And I would like to challenge you more towards the ending, working on the ending, change the sequence to put the lesson at the end, and also insert drama to the story. That's it from me. Thank you, and back to you, Pepe.
Thank you, Risen, for your constructive feedback so that Wendy can improve in her future speech. Okay, and right now we will have the last evaluator, who is Mei Hong. Mei Hong to evaluate Xiaozhen's speech. And Mei Hong, I shall pass the floor to you.
Thank you, Pepe. So, congratulations, Elton, on your speech. Now I know a little. Now I know who is your mentor, Nisha, and how great she is from your story. Your experience, I totally can relate because as a Toastmaster, I also have a mentor, and I also been a protege. So I totally can relate how the story of your journey been going on. So I would like to share about three that I really like about your speech. First, clarity. The word that you use is very easy to understand and it's clear. So you will not use something is very complicated words. All you use is like a mentor walking next to you, discover my own potential. The easy and easy to understand words. So for us, we can follow it easily. Next, you hit the purpose of the speech, your topic. This is sometimes we forget about the purpose of the speech, but you do it very well. The way you mentioned about Alicia, how Alicia helping you, supporting you, how from her guiding you, choosing the pathway to bring more challenge and to make you grow more. Yeah. Then the thing I like is about your vocal variety. The tonation, the speed is very comfortable and very smooth. This is what I really like about fish. So to bring the fish to the next level, I would like you to try first. There's two things that I would like you to try. First, your gesture. Position yourself on the screen is very nice really. The gesture that I see is mostly just like this only. If your movement is also not that much, maybe sometimes you also can go a bit front, back. I feel I just mostly then it's just very limited. Maybe if you want to say like my mentor can walk beside me, next to me, show a little bit more of the hand, then it will be more interesting. So the second will be the structure of your speech. You already point out your conflict that you have. Like you don't know which pathway you want to choose. Perhaps you want to start with something, introduce your mentor, how is it going on, then your climax, then slowly bring more example the problem that you are facing instead of just say how Alicia support me all the time, we virtually meet. It's more structured content and give a very strong impact on the conclusion. Because your conclusion is just a very simple, nothing call to action or nothing that make us wow. Okay. So the three things that I really like is about your clarity and you hit the focus of speech and your variety, your vocal variety. So maybe you need to improve on your structure of speech. Yeah, back to you. Okay.
Thank you, Mei Hong. And yeah, I believe Sajan will take home of your constructive feedback so that she can improve in her future speech. Okay. And right now it will be the timer report from my end. Just give me a moment, yeah. Okay. Okay. Um, Can you all see my screen? Can? Okay. Okay, so this will be my timer's report for tonight. For all the prepared speeches, right? The speech time is between 5 to 7 minutes. And I think everyone is on time except for Mei Hong, you are slightly out of time. Yeah. So yeah, you may want to work on your time management in your future speech. Yeah. Okay. And sorry, sorry, this should be the prepared speech, the first section. Then second section is the evaluation. Sorry about the mistake. Okay, so when it comes to evaluation, again, I think all the evaluators, the time given is between 2 to 3 minutes, and everyone are on time except for Risan, who is also slightly out of time. Yeah. So yep. So that will be all from my side for today's timer report. And I think with that, we will conclude for today's first marathon for this term. And thank you so much for everyone who participate for this for today's meeting. And yeah, with that, I will announce that our meeting end on time. Yeah, so everyone can get rest tonight. Okay.
Thank
So
you,
yeah,
Bebe.
thank
Bye.
you.
I miss you all, Mei
Yeah,
Hong,
so I think that will
Evan.
be
I
all.
miss
You,
you.
Reno. Bye-bye.
You.
Bye.
Bye
See you
bye.
soon.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
everyone.
You
See you for
bye.
mentors training on Thursday.
Yeah, announcement.
Bye,
Just
Crystal.
just remember to register.
Register.
Yep,
Nice
yep,
to meet
yep.
you, Camille. Camille?
Okay.
Sorry?
Camille. Yeah, Crystal, our latest member, Camille is working.
Okay. Night, everyone.
Good night. Sorry,
Night.
Pepe, I
Okay.
couldn't hear
Night.
you. Good night.
Oh,